In this video, I will explain about the difference between the copy function and the view function that are used in NumPy library. So first I will open the IDLE editor to type the Python program. So file, new file. So import the required library file, that is NumPy, and assign an alias name, that is np. In place of np you can give any name, but most of the developers are using the same name, so I'm also following this because it is actually numerical python. The numpy full form is numerical python, so the first letter in numeric and the first letter in the python together you can say np. And I will create an array using array function of numpy library. So I can create like this. Suppose the first element is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Like this I am creating. So it creates a one dimensional array. So after that I am testing that what are the elements that are assigned to array A1. Now I will apply copy function on the array A1. That means it will create one more copy of the same set of elements or copy to another array that is called A2. If I print the array A2, again I will get the same set of elements. Again I will get the same set of elements. Now, for example, I will do like this. A1 of 0 is equals to, I will apply it as 80. That means I am reassigning a new value to the 0 index element. In place of 10, this is overwritten with the latest value, that is 80. After assigning, after done some changes to the first index value, if I try to print the array A1, it prints the all items along with the latest updates. After updation, again if I test A2, A2, it will print the old set on. Why? Because we created a copy of the previous array, that is A1. So whatever the elements are there before updation, those elements are copied into this one. So there is no changes that happened on the second array, that is called A2. Because it creates a separate copy, you done changes on the original array list, but we did not done any changes on the copied one. So the copied elements are, there is no change in the copied elements, but there is a change in the original one. Why? Because we done this change at 0 index element. I changed the previous value 10 to 80. Okay, so here what I will do, I will put a statement like after updation, after updating array. So what we updated, I updated the first index in the source array, that is called A1. Yeah, this is before updating. So before updating, which array? Source array. After updating source array. Source means here in our case it is A1. Source array, that is about A1. So I will save this application. As any meaningful name. So this is about copy and view program. So copy view demo dot py, some name I assign. Now I will test the output. See, before updating, the original array is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. There are 7 elements are assigned to source array. The 7 elements are copied to A2. So again, the same list is printed again. But after updating, I changed the first index value from 10 to 80. After updating, I am testing both the arrays A1 and A2. But when I am printing A2, again I will get the old value, that is 10. It won't affect the new one. That means when we are creating a copy of the array, if we made any changes to the source array, that will not reflect on the copied array. So that is what we need to identify. Okay, so importance of the copy method, copy function. If we done any changes, that will not reflect on the copied array. Only the changes will be affected on the original source array. Okay, this is about copy function. Now I will show you one more program, this one. But in this place, in place of copy, I am using view. I am using view function. If I am using view function, what will happen? I will explain. So first we need to save this one. This is about view demo.py. Okay. Now I will run the program. You can observe before updating the source array, both A1 and A2 are printing the same set of elements. But after updating the array, A1 prints with the latest values, but A2 also prints with the latest value. So that is the difference. Whereas in case of the previous output, if you observe, only A1 is affected with the latest value, but A2 is not affected with the latest value. Why? Because that we separate copy is created in case of copy function, but in case of view function, it won't create any separate list, but the same list is referenced by another array object. That is the difference. That means both the A1 array and A2 array in case of view pointing to the same data set. There is no separate data elements are created in case of view. You are creating another reference to the same set. So once we made any changes on the original one, those changes are affected on both the source array as well as the destination array. So that is the difference we observed in the output also.